Hey everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I am going to show you the next video tutorial of Angular movies. And in this video I am going to add routing specific things in the routing. So you know that lots of things available in routing. So the basic code behind in a routing is that just you can define path and the component in the routes. And you know that when you add a new project of Angular, then asking by the CLI that is implemented the routing is not. So you on that time you have to select routing. So app-routing.module.ts file is created, and in this file you can just add some route specific information. Like the path is empty, then you can just go for the home component. So the default component is the home component, that is the default. The next one is the genres related. Next one is the movies, actors, and the theater related. So the basic syntax of the routing is like the path defined and the component defined. Path and the component name. So the path is the empty, then component is home component. When you just go for that path, like index genres component, so just go for the index genres component. So just define genres like that. Oops, double quotes. Okay, so just when we assign genres, then you will just go for the genres, but the navigation is not working right now. You will notice that. And if you go for the actors, just define component, that is actors component, index actors component. Okay, so similarly for the movies and similarly for the theaters. So you have, so in this video you can say that a movie theater, when we click on the movie theaters, so that status bar of the Angular define the path, that is the movie theaters, and router link. The router link is actually defined in the path and respective component you have to open. So this is the basic syntax of the routing in Angular. It's a static routing, you can say. And here we have app component.html file where you can just define router outlet, because each of the menu item will display in the router outlet. So you notice that a home component.html is looking like that. So just open in the router outlet like that, and just when we click on the genres, then index genres work out, actors index movies work out like that in the movie theater. So in the whole video just I am going to discuss about routing only. So just index genres component is preparing like that. List of genres, just I am going to add a new button for adding genres. So mat flat button, just you can just adding the styles information like mat flat button, because you know that in project we are using material design, so just you can use mat flat button. And router link is like /genre/create. So the path is defined genre/create, and mat icon is what? Mat icon is related to the plus. So add dash circle is the define of the plus button. So just click to genres, and here you have to create a new button looking like that. If you want to define the background color, so just color define, that is the primary. Okay, so just define the color, that is primary. And mat flat button is looking like that. So the background color is automatically added in the button, that is blue. And define the list of genres in h2 component. So looking like that, genres create a new. Okay, the whole thing is clear. Now you notice that just I want to add genres, and the next one is genres create. So when we click that button, that genres create action method will be called. then respective component will be opened like that, create genras component. Okay, so just when we click on that, create genras works is looking like that. So just create genras component with the h2 tag, create new genras, and with the save button, because here I'm using some fields like related to the text fields and related to the text box, drop down list, and lots of control we will adding in this component. So first of all, just I'm going to discuss only on the save button, because when we click on the save button, then you just call that method where your genras will be saved. But in this video tutorial, just I'm going to discuss only on routing. So here we have just create a save changes method, and only for routing purpose. So just create a router. In the constructor, just create a private router. By using the private router, you have to just navigate to the desired URL. So router is a component already. So this dot router dot navigate and on the specific path. You notice that, and just you can use single slash and the name, that is genras. So when we click on the genras, then list of the genras will be open like that. List of the genras, create a new genras, save. Again you have to move on the same genras, I mean to say that index of the genras. Okay, so very well, that the same thing you can do with all these components, like actor component, movie theater component, and the next one is the movie component. Okay, so one by one you can do the same thing in whole component. So list of actors, like that, actor, create actor, and so on. Okay, so everything is clear about the movies, theater, and genres and actors. The next one is to add a dynamic URL routing like that, genres slash edit slash colon ID. ID is actually it's a dynamic, because when we navigate that path, genres slash edit slash 1 slash 2 slash 3, it's related to the genres ID property. So colon, if you are using dynamic of the ID, so just define the dynamic things by using the colon. So dot ID. And if you want to get the ID in your component like edit component, so just you can use activated route. By using the activated route, and you can use params dot subscribe. By using the params, you just get the ID property, ID of the URL. So just define the ID in the params. Okay, so first of all, add a new component related to the actor edit, related to the movie edit, related to the theater edit, and so on, like that genres edit. So one by one, each of these component you want to create a new component in the related to the genres, related to the movies, related to the actors, like that. So edit actors, edit genres, edit theater, like that. Okay, so you can do it and add a new component related to the edit component. Okay. So edit all these component, and you can say that this is the routing. And if you want to type anything in the URL, then just go for the not found, or you can just go for your home component. So here we have only one thing is to add in your routing, that is the wildcard. And wildcard is related to your double star. When we add it in the double star, then just go for the next section. Okay, so first of all, complete activated route thing in the constructor, in all constructor, and then just define the wildcard entries in your routing file. Okay, so everything is clear. Now just go for the next one, that is the wildcard, and you notice that that is everything is clear. So here we have a activated route, and in the movies, in the genres, in the actors, in the theater and all. Okay, so just create a new thing, that is the wildcard. So in the app routing module.ts file, here you can just define import, here you can just define, that is array, and that is the path, and just define the path, that is wildcard. Wildcard, I mean to say that double star, and just you can use redirect to, and redirect to, I mean to say that empty. So you can just define the redirect URL, and you notice that when we type anything in the URL like that movie/edit/1, okay, so you can notice that genres, here we have a genres/edit/5, then you notice that it's added genres work, but if you type anything in this line, then you notice that it's edit genres works, and you just define like edit only, then you just move to the back button and your home page is working. So here we have the wildcard entries only. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and keep watching all other videos which is related to Angular projects and ASP.NET Core.